Good afternoon, beautiful souls. Coming right back at you again, just checking in. Here we go, NY. This is what you're looking for. You're looking for this number right here. I've been calling it out for a few states, and it came in DC. It came in DC today, guys. Yes, it did. We are getting ready to get us a little studying on, guys, because we just going to see what's really going on with this number. All right. But we're going to get out of DC. We're going to jump to New York City because it's not going to be fun looking at DC's number while I'm pretty much scrolling through it, because like I said, I'm trying to key in on these 4 digits, and guys, so far they're pretty easy. All right. So we're going to get out of this one and we're going to go to New York City, guys, because we're going to just figure out what is really happening with 1025, guys. Like I mentioned, when you're playing the numbers and you see numbers like such as 6, when you get a number like a 6, single digit, you already know just off the break, when you see a 6 and a 4 digit, 321 should be on its way. You also know 402 can be in the midst of a 4 digits. It's a few ways you can do this when you're playing your 4 digits. You could either count the sums up, or you could just take away those numbers like such as 1076. If you just cross out that 0, you're plainly dealing with 176. All right. So you can take that number on alone. So we're going to jump out of this right now because, like I said, I want to go to a state where I'm not too familiar with looking at the numbers, because I look at DC, quite often, but I didn't look at it enough to play 1025. Actually, I don't play it. That's my brother's birthday, and I'll be lying to you if I said I did play it. So, like I said, I hit it in Maryland, but I didn't play it in DC. So we're gonna pull up New York City because I just want to see what's going on. Actually, we're going to see what's going on. Pull up New York. You see, I got PA locked in. I always be checking PA out. See, New York just going to come right up. Okay, so we're going to go to New York City, guys, and we're going to do us just a little. We're going to do us just a little research right here where I got some time today. Looking for that lottery pose. Okay, give me 1 second, guys. One second. Yeah, lottery post. Okay, so we're gonna go to the 4 digits and why. All right, we're gonna go right here. We're gonna go to the calendar. And matter of fact, we're gonna get our hands on with New York City. All right. So without me scrolling too far, okay, we got 7023 up top. We got 3569 up top. We got 2158 up top. You see right there, guys, this number right here. See, this is what we can key in on. You just clearly saw in DC that the 2150 came out. Okay, so just by saying 2158 in New York City, you already know New York City should be getting ready to get a 008. Why? Because you have 215 right here, and you already know the 215 is a solid number. So 215 is a single solid number in reference to 8. So let's scroll down here and see, do we see any 800s? All right, let's see. All right, so just by looking at 2158 down there in New York City, we can go ahead and say that New York is expecting to get a 800 pair. What can we add with that 800 pair? Do you just want to keep the 8 because there's nothing else we can do with it because we already maxed out? So you just take the 8 off. We have the 800, right? That's 215 we're looking at. All right. So actually, we're looking at this. We can say we can play 701 and we could play 602. I just love the 008 as soon as I see 215, because that's going to bring you a 3-pair digit, which is 2 zeros and an 8. That's why I like when I see 215. I always know 800 is around the corner. So let's see so far. All right. So just mark down in New York City 8080. You can go ahead and go 8080 because you see it winks right here. 80, 8808. So we're going to disregard that because, like I said, we're looking for hits. We're looking for hits to come. We're not looking for nothing that already came out. We're looking for hits to come. So what else can we do? We see this 5 right here, right? Whenever you see a 5, you should already know that a 221 should be available, right? Why do you say a 221 should be involved? Simply because if you have a 5, you already know 221 is at 5. It's going to be a 5. But see, if you jumped over here, you already had this action. You see what I'm saying? You already have your 5 right here. 2 plus 2 plus 1 is 5. So by saying 1022, what would you play? 1022. What would you do with 1022? Let's see, what would we do looking at 1022? Okay, I would go 50. I would go 50. I would go 5,000. Just by saying 1202, I would go 5,000, because if the 2 plus 2 is 2 plus 2 plus 1 is 5. All right, we already have a 5. So we're just going to X that 0 out. We have a 5. There's nothing else we pretty much can do with that. So I would say I would be playing 5,000 in New York as well. All right. It's just a little hands-on tutorial, guys. It's nothing to, get amped up about. It's just something that I'm noticing in the lottery. And like I said, you could also do your counting. You just want to say this is a whole total sum of 5. What's the next number you would play? Would you play 4,100? You can write 4,100 down in New York City. You could write 4,100 down. You could either write 3,200 down in New York City. All right. This right here is where the problem is. Lexi, if you're listening to me, this is where the problem is right here. This is why 1025 is a whole topic. And why I think this is what the number that everybody noticed, and everybody is jumping on 1025, this 0440. That is simply a total of 8. You're taking away both of the zeros. That is a total of 8. You can go right back up here. There is another total of 8, right? That's a total of 8. This is a total of 8 right here. What number can you play to get you a whole total of 8? You could play 10, 25. That's just what you can do. There's more numbers you can play, but I believe this is the most favorable number to play whenever you want to play any number that have anything to do with a total of 8. 10, 25 is going to be your number. All right. Let's move on to something else. Matter of fact, let's jump to this one. Let's go with this 1423, guys. What we got, right? Just by looking at this number 1423, what would you say we're going to play? Let's take this 4 away right fast. What do we have? 1, 2, 3. All right. 1, 2, 3 is a total sum of 6, right? So what are we going to do to take this 6 on? We could either go 06, we can go 51, or we can go a 33, right? Now, what we're going to do with the 4, we already have 3 numbers already. All we need is one more number. So I'm going to say in New York, you should be looking for 06. You want to say 22. Because that is a 4. 2 plus 2 is 4. You want to say 0631. See how that number's trapped in? You can only go 22, You could only go 22 to get 2 more numbers because we locked in at 6. We locked in at 06, all right? Because that is a whole sum of 6, 3, 2, 1, and 6. So we got 06 already. We need 2 more. 0622, 0631, or we can go 0651. If those numbers haven't already came out, you could write that down for NY. So that's pretty much all, guys. You know, we just spotting numbers and we seeing them, and sometimes it doesn't make a difference. So in New York, how many times we see it 8? They go 8 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times. 8s are running wild in New York. So, you know, like I said, you might got some serious lottery players in New York City. They already know when they see this 8, they know what's coming about, you know. Like I said, the numbers is going to tell on itself. You know, once you've seen that 8, you already know a 215 is going to be in the mix. And your 4-digit already, you already know that. So that's pretty much how it is, guys. Like I said, you got 2 ways to do this. You could either add it up, or you could just take one of the main numbers you see and go ahead and just break it down and work with it, you know. Look at all these 8s in New York City. Look at all these 8s. Look at all these 8s. When we saying 8s, we not, you know, just saying like a 5 plus 3, that's 8. We're looking at just this one single 8, a number that you can just go ahead and just break it down and just turn it into the 215 or the 701. Look at all these single digits. Let's jump to January. Wow, there is 1025. So what the problem is up there? It already came out. They wanted to come out again. Let's see. Let's see what went on. Okay, so without me looking too far, guys, I'm going to keep my eyes locked in on the 17th. You tell me if you saw something. Got 215 up there. Wow. Okay, so right next to this, this is where you could have done the 215. Okay, so let's take this 8 out. And what else did we have? A 6. So that money should have been 2156 also. Let's see, is it here? You know, that's why I said I would love somebody to challenge me and, you know, give me a number in your state. And, you know, maybe we can go live without me even looking at the calendar, you know, because like I said, I'm not one of those ones who, you know, look at the number and discuss it after something came out. I want the number to come out when I call the number. I don't want to be dealing with numbers that already came out, you know, running over them and doing this and doing that. That's not what I'm about. So there's 1025. Lexi, you didn't even tell me it came out in January. All right, 1300. What else? What else can we deal with up here? What else went on in January? Let's see. 18. What was going on with this 0666? I remember that. That's 18. That's a total sum of 18. How can you get 18? How can you get 18? Should have been something about that number. Let's see. 18. How can you have got 18? That's that 7308. Could have got 7308 out of that, maybe. I don't know. Let's see, can we find 7308 during that month? No. No 7308. Okay, so 7308 might still be lingering. Oh God, there it is right here, guys. Oh yeah, so pretty much this stuff works, guys. It works. You know, like I said, I got some chinky looking eyes, and I really didn't even see that 7308. But like I said, I can tell you what, you can just leave me something in the comments. Shoot some numbers at me in your state, and let's do this thing, man. Let's count, because this is some easy work, guys. I see a lot of us hitting these 4s and 5s. Like I said, there is that 6. So before that, we should have got a 321 before that. We should have got a 321. What else? How was we going to take that on? So now you have 3 plus 2 is 5. So we had a 321 with a 5. 321 on the 5. That should have been 1235 in the month of January, New York. Let's scam it. If it haven't came out, keep your fingers crossed. You might can get ready to get it in February. So New York might be shooting for 1235, guys. Do we see it? Do we see it? Keep your fingers crossed. 1235, 1235, 1235. Nope. I think New York might be looking for 1235, guys. Remember that number, 1235 in New York. Play it that way. That is how it will come out, 1235. All right, so that's it, guys. Like I said, leave some in the comments. Once again, 1025, it did come out in DC today. And check it out if you viewed that short. The 910 came out in South Carolina. I called that one out live today. Peace out, beautiful souls. Gone.